the 10,000 feelings in the mighty FOY, we're designed to talk about this. All right, let's come to a conclusion, family. Point number 12. We believe that Allah God appeared in the person of Master W. Fard Mahdi, July 1930, the long-awaited Messiah of the Christians and the Mahdi of the Muslims. We believe further and lastly that Allah is God and besides him there is no God. And he will bring about a universal government of peace wherein we can all live in peace together. Now, this is the reason God has come in person. He comes in person not just to get followers and get people to worship him. He's bigger than that. He don't need none of us. Right. He comes in person to tell us and to show us who we are. Right? Because over the last 66 trillion years, we was without the knowledge of who the true and living God was. Right? So you had something called the council of God. You had God as a deity. That's anything. This damn roster. As long as you worship it, bow down to it, it's considered a God. Right? But, so you had the council of gods who knew who the true and living God was, the supreme being, but the public didn't know. So God comes in person because he got to stand man, the original man, back up. So he got to show them what they're capable of. What we capable of. Now the enemy know this. The government of the United States know this.
Yes, sir.
So their main objective is to keep this away from us.
That's right. Yes, sir.
And mainly our youth, because they know the destiny of the youth.
That's right.
They know this. This is not a secret. So they strategize, but why? Because if black people, mainly the youth, realize that they are God and directly from the descendant, directly a descendant from the originator of the heavens and the earth, then we won't be able to rule them and we won't be in power. So we got to keep them ignorant to themselves so we can continue to rule.
That's what they do. Teach, brother.
So the Bible, book right here. This one version of it, the Gideon version. You got plenty of versions, but this is one of the main read versions of it. And the version is somebody break down an explanation on what is supposed to be truth in the book. That's a version, right? Like you see a car wreck or you see something happen, right? I saw it this way, you saw it this way, you gave your version. So, you know, it's all many versions, and somewhere in between we'll get to the truth. But in this Bible, none of the prophets believed in a God outside of man. So in this book, it talks about, and this is Habakkuk. First Habakkuk, chapter 3, verses 3 through 13. It says, but we ain't going to go to 13. But it says, God came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. So, we got two gods on the scene now. We got one that's considered the Holy One, and we got one just a God. Right? One coming from Teman, also a particular part in the east. And it's also from one of the prophets. Teman was also from the lineages of one of the prophets in the Bible. Right? And it say the Holy One from Mount Paran. Mount Paran is a place in the east. Over there in Arabia, in that area, right there by Egypt, as you see on the screen. Right? And it said his splendor covered the heavens and the earth and was full of his praise. His brightness was like the light. Rays flashed from his hand, and there he veiled his power, meaning he hid his power. So he came looking like, see, we don't see, oh man. See, when we understand the power, we connect to the power, we still have to restrain ourselves to not expose the power. Right. Because if I'm coming to you and I know I got these God powers, I can't come to you like that. Right. I got to come to you just like I'm you. So I can connect with you and raise you up into your power. Because we all got it. Some just don't know it. So we walk around aimless and not knowing which way we're going or coming because we don't know who we are. Right? But some of us come into the knowledge, but we still have to come to you, but we still got to hide the power. And the hiding of the power mainly is hiding all the stuff that we know. But what we know, you can put it on the head of an ink pen and still have a lot of room. All right? Before him went pestilence, and plague followed at his feet. He stood and measured the earth. He looked and shook the nations. Then the eternal mountains were scattered. The ever-living hills sunk low and were the everlasting ways. I saw the tinions of Cushan in affliction, and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Now he stood and measured the earth. Right? So when he came on the scene, this is him, Master Fard Muhammad. He taught the measurements of the earth. He taught the circumference of the planet. Right? And my children over here can stand up 3 and 4 and 9 years old can stand up and tell you the measurement of the earth that we own right now, because the earth is our home.
Yes, sir.
Right? The circumference of the earth is 24,896 square miles. The diameter is 7,926 miles. Right? Woo, let me get over there. I've been inside the whole actual facts, y'all. And this is actual facts. And the enemy, the government, the power that be, they still trying to catch up to what he brought. That's why they know this man is God in person. They know this. This ain't a secret. They know this. And in the 50s, they put out $1 billion in 1950s. In the 50s. That might be $1 trillion today, because the dollar that we so in love with ain't worth a damn. Right? $10,000. It might sound like a lot. Go to Gucci and Louis. I bet you're going to see real quick there ain't a lot of money. Go to the dealership with a 500 credit score.